corporation drilling oil wells onshore and offshore, so basically also in the sea, and getting good money, but something was missing. And during these times, going on my hitches, my shifts, I was always thinking, what can I do different to get out of this dirty industry and do something good for the environment and for the people, and something that would fulfill me. So I started brainstorming ideas, and somewhere in YouTube video I saw this plant called loofah, which is a cucumber-like or pumpkin-like plant. Then when it ripens, it creates a fiber that is good for washing the skin, the washing dishes, etc. And I started Googling, and apparently it was interesting because up to 1943, it was a well-known plant. In America, for example, it was imported by Japan, imported from Japan, and they were using it for all kinds of purposes, like for washing. They were using it also for other industrial purposes, like for as a filter, because it has a structure, so for as an oil filter, and it had many benefits. But it was the Second World War, and there was no good relationship between Japan and the US. And meantime, a company called DuPont created the polyurethane, which is the synthetic chemical that produces foam that we use now, and it's mainly used for kitchen sponges and shower sponges. And it got widespread, and everybody forgot about loofah. The new sponge, synthetic sponge, was great. It was cheap. They could mass manufacture it for cheap cost and everywhere. But there is a bad thing for an environment, because even the first sponge that was created like 70 years ago, 80 years ago, is still on landfill and will be there for another 500 years. So it takes a lot of time to biodegrade. And I thought, well, loofah is an alternative, and we should start planting it in Europe since it was not widespread. There were few initiatives, but none of them in a commercial scale. So what we're trying to do now in Albania is we have a 2-hectare farm. We're applying a lot of science in it to produce high quality fiber, produce it cheap, and we're hoping that soon we'll be able to replicate our business model. So either to give the seeds and technology to other farmers, and we buy and process it, and then we can distribute all over Europe, or it will be some other initiatives that will involve creating new farms, loofah farms all over Europe when it can be grown. Like in Spain, there is a small farm because the weather is good. In Greece, used to be one farm, but I think they went out of business. It's a hard business. Costs are high, and it takes a lot of labor. But we're trying to put some innovation in it so it can be profitable for the business itself, but also for the customer. So it can have like a low carbon emission, and we can sell directly to Europe and be an alternative to other sponges that are coming from China, which takes a lot of carbon emissions for transportation, and also they use a lot of nasty chemicals to bleach them, etc. So that's basically my story and what led me to. And the other thing is that my business is also focused on a rural area woman. We are in a small village where there is limited employment opportunities, and we're trying to open as many jobs as possible for these women. Yeah, that's basically my story.
Thank you so much, Rakib. Very, very interesting. And also very nice that you are thinking about the spreading all the knowledge you got to other countries in Europe. And of course, this approach based in gender is something that we have detected as very important for the development and inclusion of our rural areas. It's something quite common in Europe. So thank you so much for this. We invite the audience to share any question they may have to you, to write it in the chat, and also to post it to you during the live Q&A. So thank you, and I hope you also get inspired by the other stories that the speakers will share.
Thank you.
So we will reach out later. Thank you. Let's now travel to Italy, where food, culture, and community come together in a very special way. Please welcome Dino Ricci, co-founder of Assurt Sorsi e Morsi. Dino, welcome. Can you briefly describe what your social and solidarity economy company does, when it was created, and what was your dream when deciding to start this organization?
Okay. I am Dino from Potenza, a small city in the south of Italy, in Basilicata region. I apologize for my school English, and I apologize for my metallic accent, because I practice with Google Translator, so I speak in this way, like Google Translator. Our social cooperative was born in the 2013. The name of the cooperative is Ricco Dentro, and is a play on words. Ricco Dentro, literally translated, would be rich and inside. Ricco is rich, and dentro is inside. Ricco Dentro in Italian means to be generous, rich in the soul. In short, it means to be poor and without money. Ricco is the name of a psychologist who collaborated with us and who died shortly before the cooperative opening. So the name Ricco Dentro for us means that Riccardo, the name of this psychologist, is with us. So Ricco is the surname, the nickname of Riccardo. The cooperative was created with the aim of introducing people with disabilities to work. From the beginning, 2 boys with Down syndrome were involved and are founding members of the cooperative. In January of 2014, we created a restaurant. The name is Assurt. It is located in the historic center of Potenza. Assurt is an exclamation that in local dialect means incredible. It can be interpreted in 2 ways, positive and negative sense. The incredible thing in a positive sense is that we invested personally to open this restaurant without accessing a public funding. Our attempt was to create a stable business without having to depend of an external funds. Each of the founding members invested a share to open the business. Assurt is also negative sense. It's all the bureaucracy that we have to opening this place. It seemed to us like a paradox. We are educators, so we work to simplify things for an accessible world. So the bureaucracy makes everything complex, inaccessible. So for us, it's absurd. I must say that we have a free support of professional in the sector, and it was when we opened an example of horizontal solidarity. Lastly, the name Assurt contains the word south. In Italian, we say sud. So Assurt, in the words Assurt, there are sud. For the bond with our territory is strong, very strong. We use local products from small companies. Our main product is a sandwich that we call pepuccia, made with a local flour called carosella. The recipe of the sandwich was given to us by a grandmother from a town near Potenza, our city. The name of this grandmother is Peppa, so we thought to calling this sandwich Little Peppa. In Italian is Pepuccia. At the time when we opened it, there is a movie, Benvenuti al Sud, in cinema. It's the same, it's an Italian version of a French movie. So we use the poster of Benvenuti al Sud to promote our opening. At the end, we have created now a stable work for 5 people, and we have collaboration with the association. In our restaurant, we host cooking workshop aimed at people with disabilities. So I hope to explain all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dino. You made it great. And there is a speaker that might be of your interest because what she does in Hungary is very linked to what you do here in Italy. So please stay here and wait for one of these key speeches. Also, it's very interesting how, as this is for the audience, how in each country, in each rural area, we are doing we have very important initiatives that are led by entrepreneurs who one day decided to make real one idea, one need they saw with the potential to create a business or to have a business in parallel. We will hear now from other persons that have turned this idea into reality. Now we will turn and we will travel to Spain, where cooperatives are playing a key role in the rural development. Please welcome Maria Soto. She's the director of Coprado Foundation, a livestock cooperative based in Cáceres, Extremadura. Maria, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you please describe the keys to your organization's success and how it impacts society, especially with this focus in the region of Extremadura? Thank you.
Can I share my screen?
Yes, of course.
Can you see it? Full
Yes.
screen?
Full screen? No.
No? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for your invitation. My name is Maria. I am veterinarian, and now I am in charge of managing the Coprado Foundation. I would like to talk both about Coprado, which is the cooperative, and Coprado Foundation, because these are 2 different companies, but they are very linked between. Coprado is an agri-food cooperative founded in 1971 by a small group of dairy farmers. And over the last 50 years, it has grown to include more than 870 members. And currently, it has 3 locations in Extremadura, in what you can see in this map. And its main economy activity is the manufacture of animal feed, mainly. It is also responsible for marketing its members' products, which are mainly livestock and goat, cow, and sheep meat. The cooperative has always been known for its strong social responsibility, and also because of its close ties to the community in our city. Both its members and also its employees understood from the very beginning that the cooperative is very, very important to a small town as Casar de Cáceres, and also it's very important for rural areas. As a result, they began to sponsor some local sport teams, they start to develop social projects, and they also offer services that made life easier for the neighbors. For example, as you can see in the picture on the left, in 2015, Coprado bought an adapted vehicle and made it available for use by the users of the local open care center for elderly people. In 2010, the members of the cooperative found Coprado Foundation, which is the company that I manage nowadays. This was created in order to highlight this social impact that the cooperative was having during the last decades. And since then, this organization, which has only 7 years of life, now has consolidated its 3 main lines of action, which are mainly what you can see here: inclusion, training, and innovation. Social responsibility still remains essential to the organization, and that's why we have brought as a psychologist into our team. We are 2 veterinarians, one monitor to the school, and a psychologist. And that's why now every year we are running a huge number of workshops to people with disabilities, to older people, to children, and also to people at risk of social exclusion. Training is another important area of activity in our foundation. Since 2016, the cooperative and later the foundation have taken on the responsibility of coordinating the Tajo Salor Monte Shepherd School, is this one. And on the one hand, the aim of this school was to train young people to promote generational renewal, which is one of the most serious problems facing the primary sector today. And on the other hand, the aim was also to train professional livestock farmers so that they can adapt to new times with some issues like digitalization and things like that. In addition to familiarize children with the sector, the foundation also runs a farm school that welcomes more than 1,000 school children every year. And it's very interesting to see how children has no real connection anymore with countryside, with nature, and with primary sector. In recent years, the foundation has also focused on R&D and I projects. Now we successfully developed some different projects based mainly on digitalization, also in the use of sub-products or byproducts like manure and something like this. Also focus on animal welfare and on biodiversity conservation. In terms of social innovation, we also coordinate an agrarian test space. This is a new kind of program that facilitates the gradual integration of new farmers into the agricultural sector. And it is coordinated through structured governance agreed upon 2 stakeholders in our case, which are Coprado, the cooperative, and our foundation. And thanks to this program, we have reached to get already 2 people into the sector, so we are very proud of it. And that's it.
Thank you, Maria. It's very nice to see how you are improving the skills, the sustainability of the region and the quality, indeed, of life of the citizens in the region. And this is also a very nice example of how to keep the rural areas in general alive and to thrive them with ideas that match with their needs. Thank you so much again for joining us today and for this presentation. Let's welcome now Sergio Aranda, co-founder of Emprendiciencia, a tech-based social and solidarity economy initiative also based in Spain. Sergio, good morning. Your company has a very unique profile because it's not very common to have a tech-based business working in this sector of social economy. Why did you choose creating a social economy enterprise with this focus on technology and science? And what do you find that are the advantages of creating such a cooperative in this ecosystem? Cannot hear you. Let's see if we can make it. If not, we will go for the next speaker and then come back to you. Let's try. So let's do like this. You try to leave the meeting and join again. And in the meantime, I will present the next speaker. And after, give you the floor again. Sorry for this. Let's then go to Hungary and welcome Gabriela Barat, project manager representing the Six Dots restaurant. Gabriela, we got to know that the restaurant is very successful and famous in Hungary because it employs people with disabilities as chefs and kitchen assistants. Gabriela, thank you again for being here today. How did you get the financial support to get started?
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Gabriela Barat from Hungary. I'm here today to introduce you a truly inspiring example of social enterprise from Hungary on behalf of the founders. Thank you very much for your invitation. This initiative is a small restaurant. Its name is Six Spotted Ladybug Restaurant. The name itself is symbolic. As you know, while the most ladybugs have 7 spots, this one has only 6. Why? Because it represents something different, something unique, and perhaps imperfect by conventional standards, but no less value, of course. The founders chose this name to reflect the spirit of inclusion, and I think this is a beautiful metaphor for the people who are working there. And who are the people who are working there? 80% of the 15 employees are people with different disabilities. So this is a very high level in the social enterprise. Different disabilities means that they have some physical, intellectual, hearing impairments, or mental health challenges. This restaurant is not just a workplace. It's a place where differences are expected and supported and turned into strengths, of course. The motivation for establishing this restaurant was deeply personal. The founders have a child with disability, and they wanted to create a future workplace for her. So this initiative started as a personal dream and became a model of social inclusion and empowerment. This restaurant was established in our city, Székesfehérvár, in 2012. The local municipality provided the space, the building, and the initial funding came from personal investment. And then they used some national and European grants in the past 4-5 years. So the initial funding from the family, and then they applied some European funds. These funds help to sustain the operation, invest in infrastructure and equipment, and of course, they needed to train continuously the staff and the management as well. In Hungary, there is an organization dealing with people disabilities, and this restaurant collaborated with this Hungarian organization that connects people with disabilities to inclusive workplaces. Well, now let's talk about business model and services. This restaurant is dealing with daily lunch menus and school catering, and of course they host and organize some on-site and off-site events. And they have some challenges, of course. The period of operation is more than 10 years, but from time to time they have some challenges to manage. The first one is maintaining financial sustainability, of course, the continuous training and mentoring concerning not just employees with disabilities, but for management staff as well. They have to handle the public attitudes, and they have to fight against prejudice. So when you go in a restaurant where some people with disabilities is dealing with you and serve you, there are some not too well feeling in the people, and they needed to change these attitudes in our city. Now we could handle this, so now it works very well. Some other challenges finding suitable funding, and of course we need to fight against emotional burnout concerning mainly the management staff. And I think this is a very interesting aspect, that in Hungary there is a network, a so-called para-gastronomic network, involving a restaurant working with people disabilities. And in this restaurant, these people are employees, and these people are essential team members as well. This network is about showing that high quality gastronomy and social inclusion can go hand in hand, and despite of many challenges, this restaurant is keep going, and they can handle it. So that's it from my side, and I'm at your disposal in case of any question. Thank you very much for your invitation, and thank you for your question in advance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gabriela. It was a pleasure hearing from your side and this business idea that is already being implemented and that has this inclusive vision. Let's give the floor again to Sergio, just to check if he can speak, hear them. Sergio, can you please try? We cannot hear you again. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I will talk in Spanish 1 second. No estoy segura de si se debe a que no tienes el micrófono activado en el ordenador, o quizás si quieres compartir algo, tienes que dar al botón de compartir y dar el permiso de incluir el sonido. Compartir contenido e incluir sonido. No sé si quizás es eso. Por favor, revísalo y de nuevo, te doy este tiempo y luego te damos paso otra vez. So I was just saying, sharing some instructions with him so we can double check again what is going on. And this way, while he manages, we will continue with the panel of presentations, and we will also present an entrepreneur that comes from Hungary. We welcome now Balázs Tóth, head of the work organization at the Metzofoldi Local Community Association. Balázs is deeply involved in rural development and community empowerment. He's helping and the association local actors to collaborate on sustainable initiatives. Balázs, thank you for joining us. Please tell us more about your association. You can now share
the
presentation.
Hello everyone, thanks for inviting me. My name is Balázs Tóth. I'm Mezőföld's local community association. This is a local action group that is in Hungary, in the heart of Hungary, in the Mezőföld region. Mezőföld region lies, sorry, I will start my presentation. Okay. Sorry. I close. Okay. You see it?
Not yet.
Okay.
You have to press the bottom share and then click on the
find it. Cannot. Okay, I try the screen. Okay, you see?
Yes.
This?
Yes. Now please press full screen so we can see it.
Okay. So
thank you.
Mezőföld is a region in Western Hungary, which lies between Lake Balaton and the River Danube. River Danube may be here. It mostly belongs to Fejér County, but small parts are in Veszprém and Somogy and Tolna counties. And this region is famous for farming. The soil is very good. We even have Chernozem, which is one of the best soils in the world. So that's why many people grow vegetables, fruits here and do agriculture activities. And there are also honey producers, small dairies, jam makers and meat producers. We have a lot of small and bigger wineries and small pálinka tills. As you know, the pálinka is a Hungarian famous national drinks. It's very hard and very tasty. I suggest to try it. Our project is called Mezőföld Box. The idea is simple. We want to help people in the region and not the region buy fresh local food directly from local farmers, from local fields, not just to local tables. Due to the proximity of Lake Balaton, many tourists can buy and pick up at local points. The main local point will be in the 7th main road, which go to the Balaton, and very useful for us. And there are a lot of tourists. It is a pilot project which is almost ready to start. We will work with more than 30 producers. Together, we will create a short supply chain from local farms, not just to local families. Our goal is to support local farmers, give people healthy and fresh food and drinks, and make the food chain more sustainable and create a seasonal and colorful supply. What were the main challenges toward the projects? Of course, it was not easy to start. We had to solve many problems. Let me tell you about the biggest ones. Changing supply. The amount of vegetables, fruits changes all the time. Sometimes a lot, sometimes a little. Let me tell you an exact example. In this year, the spring is very cold. was very cold in Hungary. That's why the 90% of sorcery, sherry, and apricot is gone. There will be a big scarcity, and this is a big program for us in this year. This product's price will be increased terribly, I think. We have to work with what we have, so we have to be creative. So it's hard to plan what we can offer each week or each month. Luckily, we had non-seasonal products which can be sold every month of the year. For example, red, white, and rosé wine, palinka, jam, lavender oil, and etc. And the second, organizing the collections. Farmers live in different villages and different towns. We had to find a way to collect all products and deliver them on time. That's needed a lot of work during the preparation. So getting the farmers to work together. It was hard. Most farmers work alone. We had to explain why cooperation is good for them. Now they see the benefits and trust each other more. Transport and delivery. We had to build a new system to move products from the farms to the people. It had to be fast, cheap, and reliable. Sometimes we will carry it with our own vehicles. And price and invoices. It was hard to decide who sets the price, who gives the invoice, what are the tax rules. We had to speak with experts to make it legal and fair. Choosing the right products. Every week we will have to decide what to offer. It must be seasonal, local, and interesting for customers. And the help. Not enough help. At the beginning of planning, we didn't have enough people to coordinate everything. We needed some to organize, communicate, and manage the system. We have long-term plans too, from county to country. In the next 5 years, we want to increase exponentially the number of the farmers to the help of other regions and other local action groups. The negotiations is still in progress, and we create a motto too. This is our famous castle's bridge, Castle of Festetic. The bridge is ready. Now we have to start to connect the points. So thank you very much for listening. And I'm very pleased to show you this idea that what becomes real. So thank you.
Thank you, Balázs. Very nice message to finish your presentation. And it's also a great example, this association of connection with the community to responding to their needs, and also very important when we think about starting a business, thinking about the challenges we may face together with those opportunities identified in the territory. And also, of course, very nice that you pointed out the role of the local action groups. They are very key for connecting different municipalities and to boost a region. Thank you so much. Now we head back to Italy to meet Tommaso Padula. He's a founder of Birrificio Matare, a craft brewery with a social twist. Tommaso, welcome. What do you find the most rewarding about being an entrepreneur in the social and solidarity ecosystem?
Tommaso, quindi traduco. Cosa ti ha portato appunto a diventare un attore dell'economia sociale e solidale? Attiva il microfono e facciamo piccole frasi così. Attiva il microfono, Tommaso.
Microfono.
Ecco, ti sentiamo. Facciamo piccole frasi così traduco.
Sì.
Nel caso c'è bisogno, traduco in simultanea. Se non c'è bisogno, ti lascio andare.
Va bene. Ok. Good morning to all. it's been a life journey, arriving social activity, because my family comes from cultivation of durum wheat, typical of southern Italy, and from the milling of durum wheat and the production of dry pasta. I have been collaborating with the MEST cooperative for 22 years now, which deals with the job placement of disadvantaged individuals, in particular immigrations. I employed seasonal workers in the cultivation and operation of my farm, especially with the harvesting of olive oils and to production to have olive oils, extra virgin olive oils. The cooperative then decided to start its own agricultural products processing business to include its own workers. And so we decided to always operate in the cereal supply chain, typical of this country, by starting a new production of agricultural craft beer, because it's always cereal supply chain. The collaboration with MEST has grown more and more, and I'm here. Now I'm manage the entire cereal production part. These productions are all traditional and organic products in the property farm. And I have the master brewer of the artisanal agriculture brewery called appunto Matare. The best part, and comes to the answer, the best part of working is a social cooperative is the job placement of disadvantaged people, especially immigrants. Trying to transfer to others, especially young people, all the theoretical and practical knowledge of these activities is for me the most important things. Teaching them a job for their future, wherever they will be, here on whatever they will be in future. I don't always succeed, but that's okay. It's okay so. And now, Daniele?
Yeah.
Si capisce?
Perfetto, grazie Tommaso.
Ah, senti, volevo far vedere qualche foto. Come posso fare a coinvolgere?
Dovresti condividere lo schermo, condividi e poi
ecco, schermo intero.
condividi anche con audio in teoria, esatto.
No, queste sono solo foto.
Sì. Riesci?
No, faccio condividi, ma non...
E dovresti selezionare la scheda nello specifico. Sorry, because Tommaso wants to share some photos and we are trying to share the photos, but we are having some issue. Just 1 second.
Can he see the bottom share?
Yeah,
share, but don't...
But it's not succeeding.
WhatsApp, no.
Perhaps you can share it on the chat. If it works for you, there should be an option for you to, in the bottom plus, you can share files. Oh, let's see.
Maybe
No?
we can see now.
No.
Tommaso, penso che tu stai condividendo lo schermo, però stai condividendo questo schermo.
Ho capito.
Dovresti scegliere poi invece la schermata dove ci sono le foto.
Che è questo?
Ecco, non so, forse c'è un problema tecnico.
Si vede?
No, allora, sì, Tommaso, stai condividendo lo schermo, quindi se apri la schermata delle foto si vedranno.
Ce l'ho la schermata delle foto. Si vede?
No.
No?
Perhaps if he minimized this screen and we can see another one. If he's sharing full screen, we should be able to see it. So it doesn't matter if he changes the window.
Sta condividendo, ma dove?
Allora, tu non le stai vedendo in questo momento le foto, giusto?
No, io le sto vedendo.
Ah,
Then it's
Eccola
because
qua.
he's not
Ah.
sharing the screen.
Una è questa. Vabbè, magari
allora,
le facciamo vedere dopo, dai.
Perché o provi a cliccare su condividi e poi c'è finestra che dovrebbe uscire. E puoi
Allora.
scegliere quale finestra mostrare.
Allora, condividi. Forse adesso ci riusciamo.
Okay,
Si vede?
so let's try a last attempt.
Okay.
No,
No.
Tommaso, no.
No?
Se no proviamo dopo magari.
Ok,
Così lasciamo
thank you.
spazio.
Ok, grazie.
Sorry
Maybe
for
let's
this
try
thing.
later. Irene, sorry
Yes,
for the
we can
inconvenience.
try later, and if you manage
Okay.
to share it in the chat, we would be happy to see the
Okay.
pictures. Or Daniele, if you get them, you can share
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. Now I can ask.
Okay, so let's see if we don't continue having issues with the presentation of Sergio. Please activate your microphone.
Hello, good morning.
Now, yes, glad to hear you.
Sorry by the inconvenience. We were trying to share a virtual video with a AI avatar, but it was impossible. Good morning, everyone. We are from Extremadura in the southwest of Spain, near to Portugal, close to actual Mérida, ancient Emerita Augusta. We are a special cooperative in technological field. Okay, it's a pleasure to us join in this inspiring session. At Emprendiciencia, we are truly honored to be considered a leading example of social economy innovation in Spain. And today we'd like to introduce you to our AI avatar, who will share a bit about our company. Okay, I share you in the screen in this moment.
Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you so much to the technical team of the CREASSE project for inviting us to take part in the session on June 18th. It's a pleasure to be here and share a bit of our story. I'm the AI avatar created by Emprendiciencia, a small but passionate cooperative that works with digital innovation, education, and social transformation. I'm here today to help tell you more about who we are, what we do, and why we chose to become a special cooperative society, a legal form that really fits with our values and the way we work. So, we chose to register Emprendiciencia as a special cooperative society because we wanted a business model that fits with our mission and values. Our company focuses on technological innovation, especially helping communities and businesses adopt digital tools and improve how they work. But more than that, we're all about working together and sharing knowledge. As a cooperative, Emprendiciencia isn't run by just one person. Everyone has a say, and we make decisions together. This is super important for us because we believe that the best ideas come when people can share their thoughts and work as a team. Plus, it makes things fairer for everyone involved. Our cooperative model also brings a lot of other advantages. For one, we get access to special tax benefits and funding programs that are only available to cooperatives in Spain. This helps us grow and offer better services to our clients. Another great thing is that cooperatives are seen as more trustworthy and transparent. This has really helped us build good relationships with our partners and clients. They know that we're not just out to make a profit, but also to create something valuable for the community. So, what do we do exactly? Emprendiciencia helps businesses and organizations figure out how to use new technologies to solve real problems. We do everything from digital transformation, consulting, and training to developing small prototypes and teaching people how to use tools like 3D printing, Arduino, and collaborative platforms. We work with local governments, social enterprises, and even schools to create new ways of working together and to support economic development in our region. We chose the cooperative model because it just makes sense for us. It lets us stay focused on the social impact of our work and involve more people in our projects. Plus, it's a great fit for our mission of using technology to make life better for everyone, not just for a few. That's why we're proud to be a cooperative and why it's working out so well for Emprendiciencia. I really hope this answer has been clear and helpful, and maybe even a bit inspiring for others taking part in the event. If it helps someone move forward with their own social and solidarity economy project, then it's totally worth it.
So, this is Emprendiciencia, and we are very interested in receive any question about us. Okay?
Yes. Thank you so much, Sergio. It was very well explained. Thank you also for this introduction about the added value of creating a business within the social economy framework. Because as you were saying in your avatar as well, it's not only about making profit, but creating something meaningful, valuable for the community. And of course, in nowadays society, technology plays a very special role, but we have to put our focus in how to make it inclusive and accessible to everybody, especially if we think also about our rural communities. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Let's continue now with more inspiring voices from across Europe. We will welcome now Mary Adoniou, founder of Meriso, based in Cyprus. Mary owns a local business that combines crafting accessories with sustainable materials and inclusive perspectives. Mary, welcome. Please, can you describe the keys to your organization's success and what it brings to society? Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Hi. So, hello from sunny Cyprus. If I may introduce myself in a few words. So, this business started about 20 years ago out of the need to create something that was not available at the time. So jewelry was considered a luxury item, and it wasn't really accessible for communities with lower incomes or for people like myself who were more creative and also wanted something quirky and different from what you find in the market. So out of that need, my business started. It started quite unintentionally, but I am very happy to say, and this is from the feedback that I receive from my patrons, that it has become something of an inspiration to the community. We have built a very beautiful community with other makers where we support each other and we help each other regarding making processes and how to be more inclusive in our storytelling and marketing. I have worked with many organizations here in Cyprus. One of them is Synthesis, I have been a trainee at many of the different projects they gone to, and I am thirsty for education. And this is something that I also try to inspire to my audience, let's say, through my storytelling and stories and building a secure connection. And I've worked with also many NGOs trying to understand what the needs are, and definitely avoiding fast fashion, as I believe that everything we acquire has to be responsibly made with materials that are eco-friendly. We're in 2025, and there is no excuse for larger companies to continue with using materials that we have already proven how bad they are for the planet. Can I please listen to your question again after this introduction? Sorry. So your question was?
Yes, the question is about the success of of your entity and what it brings to the society. You were talking now about the sustainable side of it.
I think, yes, I think I talked about a few of these.
Yes.
In my opinion, it has been very successful because it's something that is quite authentic. My patrons feel free to contact me, and because I really do post on my stories and I try to raise awareness in social matters, even though it's not a social entrepreneurship as such, who I am as a person comes through in my work and in my page, whether on Facebook or Instagram. And it has created a path of communication with different communities that maybe are undervalued or maybe are not given enough opportunities or someone to listen to them. And maybe I would suggest that as entrepreneurs in the future, this is quite a good takeaway, that we focus on the people that we work with, that we try to show solidarity to our community. And if you're truthful, people will always feel your energy and gladfully support you. One last thing that I wanted to add is that Mary Sue, even the name, was inspired by the fairs that were happening in Cyprus for many, many years. And these men usually would have like businesses selling traditional food or treats, and they would call themselves, use their names and Sue, which means yours in Cypriot. So Mary Sue means you're Mary. And we try to convey that in every way possible. Our materials, again, are eco-friendly. I work with fabric. My customers range from age 5 to 60. We do not support ageism. We're queer-friendly and gender neutral in many aspects. And we have people supporting us from all over the world, which I've met in many events. So again, this is a beautiful coexistence example, and how it easily comes to you when you're open to it. Thank you very much. I hope I've covered everything.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is also a great example of the importance of creating a network of stakeholders, network of clients. Also, it was very, very nice that you mentioned social media participating in FAIRS as a way to reaching your target, your clients, indeed. And this focus, of course, in sustainability. And the conclusion from my side, at least, is that with 20 years of background, that's the sign that you are making things in the right way. So thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing your business and your story. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's now travel, but not very far, we will meet someone from Albania. In this case, we will welcome Sentiliana Marcu. She has an initiative very rooted in organic agriculture, empowering rural women through sustainable raspberry farming. She is the founder of Danja's Raspberries. Sentiliana, welcome. Can you please provide us some data, some numbers and figures about your journey as an entrepreneur, such as business growth, the team expansion, how you are diversifying your business, or any other decisions you had to make in order to shape your company?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Santiliana, and I was born and raised here in the north of Albania, in Valdez. I finished my study for nursing management, and then I returned to the village. I'm 36 years old. I begin this project. It was just an idea. But step by step, I started with a small family initiative in a beautiful mountain village with the arm of creating a raspberry farm, and I to use my parents' land. It was born as an idea. Then, with some support, I managed to create the first farm with wild raspberries. When I talk about organic raspberries, it was a new crop in the community. Then I started experimenting by making raspberry jam as well as raspberry juice in every time in an artisanal way. But the focus was always on cultivating and bringing fresh raspberries to the market. After almost 3 years as a farmer, I decided to give another dimension to the farm, and I created the first raspberry guest house. I'm currently finishing, and it noticed that it was pretty positive impact. It was received many phone calls, congratulations, some surprising, and on how the first guest house of a raspberry farm will be created in a small village in Valdez. As time went by and interesting in natural products grew, I decided to add a small line of artisanal raspberries products as a way to enrich the experience of the future visitors to the guest house. I started with raspberry jam and juice, and later, with the great care, the passion, and I also created natural raspberry sops, incorporating its poor skin values. This goals for the raspberry to be not just a place to sleep, but a complete all the experience where every visitors can touch, taste, and buy everything related to this special fruit. It was very corner for the guest house to reflect the identity of the farm and the love for nature. After this 3 years as a farmer, I decided to grow up and to build this guest house. The reaction strangers me more in my vision to combine agriculture, hospitality, and artisanal production, turning this space into a unique destination that invites visitors to have an experience real rural life and the authentic taste of this nature. It was for me. It was incredible because I started with small steps, and now I'm here in front of you and to tell for my building my guest house, and it's a pleasure to explain this. And the difficulty that I have all this time, it was very difficult, but the hope and the work hard, in the end, it's successful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Also, very, very inspiring story of the path of becoming an entrepreneur. There are a lot of positive things happening on the way, but there are a lot of things we have to deal with and stress the the fear of the unknown. How is it going to become in the end? I know sometimes can be very hard, but I hope you find the reward in the end and the satisfaction. Thank you. Now to close our panel, we have special guest from Cyprus. He's Michalis Padelidis. He's the founder of an organization that has his own name. Michalis, welcome today. You work in the field of sustainable fashion, blending creativity and environmental responsibilities in your designs. Could you please share with us what does sustainability mean to you in the context of fashion, and how do you bring that into your work?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm so excited to be here, and I would like to share a presentation with you. Just a minute. So I'm a textile designer and artist, and I started this idea with the scarves like 4 years ago. I designed scarves that I share stories through fashion. Actually, I use fashion to share different stories that has to do with sustainability or my heritage or my family, and I want people to connect with it. And slowly, my goal is to change the perception of how we buy clothes and how we wear clothes and how we connect with the clothing accessories, so we don't throw them away. 4 years ago, I started making scarves out of recycled plastic bottles. Now you can see that this silk made in Greece is a transition for my business as well. And I think it's part of business and part of when you start something, to listen to the feedback of the people and be able to adjust to their needs and what they are telling you if you want to have a sustainable business as well. So one of my first projects, it was like I was taking photos of trash in Nicosia, and out of these photos, I created digital collages, which I print into material out of recycled plastic bottles. You can see the designs on the right. And I'm so excited that these designs, they travel the world. Like they've been like everywhere, in Los Angeles, in Italy, in Dubai, in Hong Kong. They just travel around because people resonate with the idea of turning trash into something funny and something that we can wear. Part of my business is also to showcase how people can use their accessories all over the year, during the summer, during the winter, and show them as many ideas as possible. Another story that I have is that I take photos of my father. You can see this guy over here, harvesting pomegranates, and mix it with traditional Cypriot textiles from Lefkara. So it's a way of celebrating my heritage, and it's a way of honoring my father for teaching me to love nature. And actually this collection, it was one of the first collection I sell in Italy, because they love the pomegranates and they love the textile. So thanks to the Italians in the group, it was the first country to support my scarves. I put them in a store in Roma and in a hotel in Sicily, and then in Cyprus. As you can see here, different ways of wearing them as well. The other collection is photos of the ocean of Cyprus. I collaborate with a diver that he was taking photos of the ocean, and we created scarves that we are celebrating the oceans. In a way, we wanted to bring the people closer to nature, but without telling them that they're destroying it, but make them feel, oh, it's so beautiful, we need to protect it, you know, going on the other way. Like we try to influence them to protect nature without telling them you are not protecting it. Different photos, different styles, and we did also underwater exhibition last year. We print the scarves on, we print the prints on aluminiums and we place them underwater so the divers could dive and see the artworks. My most recent collection, it has to do with, again, with the Cypriot heritage, the collaboration with a museum in Cyprus, in Larnaca. It's still on. It's gonna be on all the summer. So if you visit Cyprus, contact me, come to the museum in Larnaca and check the exhibition. As you can see, there are artifacts that there are thousands of years ago, and I create scarves that people can wear them today. And it's a way of celebrating our heritage. And my goal is to bring people closer to Cypriot heritage. Different fashion photography. That's photos of the exhibitions. And I would like to share some other collaborations with different brands like Nespresso. We did a collab a few months ago. I created a scarf especially for them out of photographs of capsules of Nespresso. And Nespresso is one of the few companies in the world that they recycle their capsules. So they wanted to promote that through my work. And they take me to Cannes Film Festival, and different Cypriot celebrities wear the scarves at the festival. And we also create an art piece that has been auctioned last week in Cyprus. It's a chair full of capsules of Nespresso. I have different sizes of scarves. And I collaborate with international model Sofia Hajvandeli. I don't know if you know her. She's the founder of the unibrow movement, which is something that I think is important when you want to connect with your brand, with certain communities. It's very important to choose well with who you are partnership with. Different collaborations in stores. And I just want to share that I'm celebrating 4 years this summer, and I want to share that the first 2 years I sold only 4 scarves. So the biggest lesson I learned through this is to be patient and trust your vision. When you do something unique or something that comes from your heart, it's so important to trust your vision when no one else does. And also the marketing that I use is celebrity dressing. I never pay for any advertise, but I dress celebrities around the world. Like here we have Frederick Robertson. He's a couture collector. He wear my kaftan in a wedding in Tuscany, like Sofia Hajvandeli in London and other actresses in Cannes Film Festival. And I get a lot of press through this. Like you can imagine, I had so much press in Cyprus and I never pay for any advertise. So another lesson I learned is networking and connecting with people and approaching them with honesty and be very direct with them. Like I contact people and I say, hey, I'm Michalis, I'm doing this scarf, it's out of photos of trash. Do you want to wear it or your next event? I would like to send you something. And some people, they say yes, some people, they say no. And when they say yes and they wear it, magazines write about it. So it helps my business to get more visibility. And that's my presentation. You can find me on social media. It's Michalis Pandelidis Studio and Michalis Pandelidis. I would like to connect with you. I found already some of you on social media. Some of them I couldn't find you. I don't know if you can send the names after. And yes, like the question at the beginning, they told me that it was what lessons I learned through this. And I think it's being passionate, trust your vision, listen to the feedback of the people. Like I'm constantly asking people, what do you think about this size of scarves? What do you think about that? And I'm listening and I change things through the years. So that's very important. And networking, especially in fashion. Like I go to Paris Fashion Week, I meet people, I go to Milano, I meet people. When I'm in Rome, I approach stores like door by door and I say, hey, I'm Michalis, I'm doing this, do you like it? And my first collaboration was in Rome. I know maybe you know Ilaria Vedurini Fendi. It's one of the daughters of Fendi family. It was the first store I put my scarves on, and it was just me knocking the door and say, hey, I have this product, do you like it? But many times the answer is no, or they don't reply, or they don't give you any attention. So be passionate, I think, is the most important, and trust your vision. Yes. I hope the presentation was good. I'm sorry if I was speaking too fast. Give me your feedback later. And I would love to connect with you. guys.
Thank you so much, Alice. It was a wonderful presentation. I see the emojis coming out, people reacting to your intervention. Yes. Very nice example of how to celebrate heritage traditions, our communities. And it was very nice also how you honestly presented, yes, first, my business was not working in my own country, so I had to go out and find the opportunity there, and I came back. And now I'm having all this promotion everywhere, and my people is recognizing what I do. That's wonderful. Also very nice how you highlighted the importance of being flexible. A business is not an static thing. We have to move on to learn, to listen to our clients, how they see it, and also the members of our network. That's an ongoing activity that will never stop when we have a business like this. And also very nice to have this example of a business working in the fashion industry with a new approach, being aware about the impact that also this sector has in our environment and how it is impacting the climate change. So very, very, very nice. Thank you so much. I hope now in the questions and answer section, we get this exchange with the participants and of course within the speakers. So now we have, it's 11:25. We have finished officially this panel of speakers. I want to thank everyone again for joining us and to open yourself and sharing this business idea you have. All, how was the process? And it was very nice to see examples from different countries, from different sectors, but we have this common thing of working in the social economy sector and to contribute, to provide something to our people. So now is the turn for the audience to share your thoughts, your reflections, any questions you may have for our speakers. Also for the speakers to ask to other speakers or even to pose open questions to the audience. Please write them in the chat, or if you feel like doing it, you can just raise your hand and we will give you the floor so you can share what you want. So that's it. I give you the floor. There are some positive messages in the chat. Does anyone want to share something in the chat or with the microphone on? Okay, Anna, she's the first one. She has a question for Sergio. Why do you think tech companies don't choose social economy formulas? Great question, Anna. Thank you.
I don't know why is the question, but I think that it's possible that it's more easy for us, for them, create a other company, other type of company.
Just to complement this, I guess Anna is posing this question because I guess it's common also in the European countries that are represented today in this event. It's very common that we associate cooperatives, social enterprises to the agriculture, agroecology, and farming sector. And so that it has also an opportunity, the door is open for any other kind of ideas, right, Anna?
Yes, I don't know if this is happening also in the rest of countries here represented. If these formulas are like a more for these sectors, no, are not chosen by this kind of sectors, digital or technology. I don't know if this is happening in the rest of countries. If they can share about this, thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Does anybody know about this topic? If you think, I'm asking to everyone from Albania, from Cyprus, Hungary, Italy, and Spain, when you think about the social economy enterprise, does it come to your mind a business that is linked to technology, but it's only about what we share today, restaurants, fashion, those linked to the agriculture sector. Yes, Sarah?
In our case, in Albania, for example, when we say social enterprise, it includes all of the forms and all the fields. But when we say cooperative, it is related to the agriculture forms. So this is for our case.
But do you think if, let's say, we raise awareness about this possibility, a person that has an idea linked to the tech sector can create a cooperative?
Yeah, the example that was shown today, it was a very inspiring one, and a true example that we can do also social or tech social enterprise can be a cooperative as well, can choose this form. So yeah, we're going to promote and try to change this view. It's difficult for us, for the cooperatives, but we'll try our best.
Good to know. And what about those representing Hungary, Cyprus, or Italy? Do you have some information about this?
Yes,
The
in
reasons
Hungary, the situation is the same. So we can choose the form, social enterprises as a digital or tech sector or company, but it's not a common nowadays. So we need to provide some awareness raising, and we need to show some good example from Europe, because social enterprise have a special situation regarding funding and regarding operation. So we need to teach, we need to show to people that they can choose this form and they can operate it very well, but of course with many challenges. Thank you.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Andri?
For us in Cyprus, it's quite different because social enterprises, it's not, they're not so famous, so popular here in Cyprus. We're actually working under the term social economy organizations, and social economy organizations have a big impact in society, in social problems, in the environment, cultural heritage. So basically all organizations, movements, NGOs, grassroots organizations that work here in Cyprus, actually, they have a very wide area of working with. So technology as well, science as well are parts of social economy ecosystem in Cyprus. Maybe the definition is quite unclear in Cyprus, but we do have these technology-oriented social enterprises.
Thank you so much, Andrea, for your contribution in this topic. What about Italy? Does someone want to share the situation there?
Yeah, Irene, more or less it's the same. So this is coming out more and more, but still it's not something really established in the common perception. But I'm not a specialist in this field, honestly. We know that we are increasing also as Matera Hub in this field, but we should ask to a specialist in this specific field. But yes, of course, this is coming more and more, but it's still not well established like other kinds of cooperatives and social and solidarity economy actors. They are already more structured and you have more bureaucracy, and but still, yes. I think we have common challenges in Europe about this topic.
Yes, that's true. We share them, and together we will find some ideas to try to tackle them. Thank you, Sergio, for joining us. He has to leave, and he's sharing the contact email in case you want to reach him. Anyone else with questions or any reflection? For example, yes, Ishvan, please.
Yeah, I have a question for Santillana from Albania. I'm not an agricultural expert, so please excuse me if I ask a silly question, but how much does climate change affect raspberry cultivation? Is there any plan B if raspberries can no longer be grown in your region, or is this not a realistic threat at the present?
Yes. Let me translate because I think Santillana might need translation. Santillana, do you need atë duhet përkthim?
Okay, po.
Ishvani po pyeste, do të thonë që a është një rrezik ndryshimi klimatik për kultivimin e mjedrave në Shqipëri, specifikisht në zonën tënde, dhe nëse është një rrezik, cili është plani jot B për të bërë për ta parandaluar këto ndryshime që mund ndodhin nga ndryshimi klimatik?
Po, ta vazhdoj në shqiptare?
Po, mund ta vazhdosh.
Po, këtë vit është parë një ndryshim shumë i dukshëm të klimës dhe ka vënë një ndikim tepër negativ në sasinë e pjekjeve të frutit.
Okay, okay, I'm translating for Santillana because it's easier for her. She says that yes, it is actually a threat, and this year it is shown because they have less production compared to the previous years.
Mjedrat që unë kultivoj janë në natyrë të hapur.
Because the raspberries that she cultivates are cultivated in nature. There is no, they are in open.
Rreziku patjetër që është më i madh.
And the threat is bigger for this
Plani
situation.
që unë kam në mendje dhe që në një të ardhme të afërt mbasi do filloj ta realizoj është mjedrat të filloj tashmë t'i kultivoj në sera, në ambiente të mbyllura.
Okay, and
edhe pse nuk do jetë tamam me shijen që kanë në natyrë të hapur dhe me vlera të larta. Shqyse, ky do jetë një plan B për të mos heq dorë nga kultivimi I tyre.
Okay. Santillana says that the plan B in the other case would be she plants the raspberries in greenhouses. Of course, the taste might not be the same, but since the threat is there, this might be another solution in her case.
Gjithashtu, diçka tjetër, krahas këtij plani është plani për ndryshimin e kulturave dhe varieteteve të reja, por është pak e vështirë derisa në momentin që të arrijë në Shqipëri kulturat e reja, varietetet e reja të mjedrave nuk përkojnë shumë me klimën tonë.
Okay, another plan B can be the change in the variety of the raspberries that she's going to plant, but she says that this is a bit difficult because the climate doesn't support these other varieties of raspberries. But she will try and find what she can do in this aspect.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Faleminderit, Santillana.
Thank you for this question and the answer to both of you. Tommaso? Your microphone is off. You cannot
Tommaso, attiva il microfono.
In merito ai cambiamenti climatici.
Ok, traduco? O
sì, traduci perché è molto tecnico, non riesco.
Ok, allora ci provo. Vai.
In merito ai cambiamenti climatici, we are experimenting, we are working with popolazioni evolutive that are not variety, single variety, but a blend of genetic crossing seed in field. For this, the field is of plants high, short, middle, with maturation in 0, 11, 12 days of month. This probably is an solution for increasing of environment changeable. I don't know, probably. Okay.
Yeah. And just to maybe add something, is saying Thomas that as they are working with evolutive population of cereals, so they are more adaptive to the new challenges that we are facing because of climate change. So this is, like, say, a strategy, an intelligent strategy to have different periods of harvesting and maturation of the cereals. And this can help to at least have a more abundant harvest. So this is a strategy that they are experimenting and they are trying to adapt in order to face strategically the climate change. Because Tommaso is working more, Tommaso and Mest are working more with cereals. So this is the most important, let's say, agriculture field here in the region of Matera. So they are making this experiment. And you want to share this strategy. This can be useful for other agriculture workers and enterprises. Thank you, Tommaso. Grazie.
Okay, grazie.
Thank you so much, Tommaso. This is also a space open to share these kind of things, because as you know, there are common challenges that we face in Europe. So please do so. And I hope the listeners are noting them for the records. I have a question for Maria, because the cooperative, the Cooperado Foundation, is also very linked to the farming and agriculture sector. Do you feel that is being affected or impacted in a way by climate change?
Definitely, it is. Yeah, we have changed our mind completely since the beginning of the cooperative, because we were producing milk in a desert. So we are placed at the west part of Spain. We are in Extremadura, and here, this small village where the cooperative is located, most of people was working in dairy farms, in cow dairy farms. And that was impossible to maintain, because they spend a lot of money in adding animal feeding. So now they have realized that they have to change their mind, and they have to do something that fit better with our climate nowadays. So yeah, I think that everything is changing, and we have to adapt to more extreme temperatures, less water, because the crops now doesn't exist in this area. People left agriculture, and now they are more into farming, livestock farming, because of that, because this is becoming a real desert.
Wow. And in how many years the situation changed?
I think it started in the 70s or 80s, and in less than 20 years, everything has been the opposite.
Wow.
So it's faster than we think.
This is a reality. The decisions and the adaptation should be done now, because otherwise we would not be able to respond and to adapt ourselves to the new situation. It's true. It's true. More questions? Also for the speakers, you were saying that some of you find some interventions very interesting, and some of them that are indeed linked to what you do. Are you curious about something more specific from the organizations they were sharing? Not really. Okay, in any case, we will share with you the details so you can stay in contact with them. Before closing today's event, I want to, first of all, and for sure, to thank you again to all of you for this exchange and for your participation in this Q&A session. And I think we agree in saying that today it was a very nice event where interesting stories and were shared. We saw the resilience, the creativity, and the community impact that all these businesses are having in our regions. We have tackled and addressed different topics, from legal structures to the financial challenges, and also to this joy of seeing a dream come to life. And our speakers have shown us how what it means to be a social entrepreneur in today's world. So thank you again to all of them. And before closing, I want to highlight that this event is part of a European project, and it's called CREASSE. You might have seen the logo here and there in the slides. And it's an initiative that is supporting the creation of new businesses in this sector of social and solidarity economy. And what we are doing in 24 months, our mission is to raise awareness about the potential that this sector has. As you can see, for example, there is a strong and deep work we have to do in terms of raising awareness about the potential for technological activities to be developed under this framework. We are also developing training contents so we can provide technical training to those aspiring entrepreneurs that already have an idea or want to explore this opportunity of becoming an entrepreneur. We are also focusing and addressing the importance, as we were saying in different parts of today's event, of creating a network, connecting those entrepreneurs, the stakeholders that are around them, so we can inspire and empower the next generation of entrepreneurs. And today's event was a great example. I hope at least one person will get inspired from your interventions, from your speeches, and they get the motivation to continue with this project they might have. So that's it about the project. CREASSE. We count with a consortium of 5 partners. Action Against Hunger is an organization in Spain that is promoting the social labor inclusion of vulnerable people in Spain. And we see entrepreneurship as an opportunity for them to find the economic resources to have a better life. We also count with partners from Hungary, Albania, Cyprus, and Italy. And I will give them just the floor to present themselves, their organizations, and of course to give them this opportunity to be recognized, because they were behind the logistics and the preparation of this event as well, contacting these very interesting speakers and within other activities of dissemination. So we can start, for example, with Daniel and Giovanni from Matera Hub. They can present Matera Hub in a very few lines.
Hello, nice to meet you all. And yes, there are me and Daniele from Matera Hub. Matera Hub is, we work with European projects. We are based in South Italy, in Matera. And so our main focus is on Erasmus Plus projects and also bigger projects or European projects like Horizon or other name, Creative Europe. We focus on different topics in our projects, especially sustainability, entrepreneurship. So these are topics that are really important for us. Also in this, can I say, in this field of the European Bauhaus, that is another theme in which CREASSE develops. And so, yeah, this is shortly what we do. I don't know if Daniele wants to add something or.
No, everything was clear. Thank you, Giovanni.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to both of you. Let's give the floor now to our partners from Hungary, István and Gabor.
We are from Hungary as an innovation agency in the project, and our focusing area is Trans-Danube region, and we strive to support startups and other SMEs in our region, and we are working in a wide variety of fields, from digitalization to the food industry and the health sector, and we are focusing on human resources as well with the projects and initiatives. We're working with young and older generation as well. We are trying to shaping their attitude and trying to help them to find their place in the labor market, for example. So we work in different fields. We are a small organization from Hungary, and we are quite active in the European Union cooperations and projects. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Then let's give the floor to our colleagues from Albania. Era?
Yes, hello everyone. We at Partners Albania, actually, we are an NGO working for more than 25 years. It will be next year, and we work in different fields, mainly to support the civil society sector, but one core pillar of our work is entrepreneurship and social innovation. And as part of this programmatic area, we mainly try to support the development of the social economy in the country through offering capacity building, financial support, but also through conducting research and engaging in advocacy for better and right fiscal, legal initiatives to support the social economy in the country. A perfect example of our work in action would be, for example, Santiliana. She was one of the speakers. She initially participated in one of our capacity building programs, and then when we try, they are equipped and designed to equip the participants with all the knowledge and tools they need to launch and sustain their social initiatives, and then we do our best to support them financially. This can be through our programs such as Green Business Competition or even now Challenge Fund. Santiliana has been supported by both of them, but also we try to promote through our dedicated platform, Dua Partner Invest, to promote other financial initiatives that are existent in the ecosystem. So overall, our main goal in this program area is to support the growth of these social initiatives, and we're very happy. It feels very rewarding when we hear their successful stories like this, and very happy to be part of their journey. And I hope the session has been, for me, it was very inspiring. I hope it has been inspiring for all other aspiring entrepreneurs that were part today. And why not we invite and welcome them to join to our capacity building programs, which are going to launch soon with the CREASSE project. So thank you. Back to you, Irena.
Thank you so much, Era, also for this spoiler about the project capacity building that is about to be launched. Then last but not least, we have our partners from Cyprus, Synthesis. Andri and Andrea are representing the organization.
Yes, thank you, Irene. Hello, everyone. So we represent Synthesis, Center for Research and Education. Is an organization based in Nicosia, Cyprus. And we are leaders in social entrepreneurship and social innovation. In Synthesis, we combine research, education, innovation, and policy. We have many projects that combine social impact, social inclusion, employment, migrant integration, sustainable development. We work mostly with projects in Erasmus+, Horizon, AMIF, our aim is the empowerment and the social integration of migrants, refugees, vulnerable groups, We support also entrepreneurship, organizations, and sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you so much to both of you. And so that's it for today, I guess. We thank you again for joining us, for staying with us for these 2 hours. And we just want to ask you one more thing. Please give us your feedback from this event. How was it for you? We also have a question in this evaluation questionnaire where we invite you to tell us if you want to connect with any of the speakers, so we can provide you the contact details afterwards. And of course, any idea or suggestion that come from your side. And we also provide you some information about the upcoming capacity building that is about to be launched in case it's of your interest. So that's it. Thank you so much again. In the chat, you will find the link. Please take just 2 minutes of your time to fill it out. It will help us a lot to improve and do things in a better way. And that's it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely day and that we can somehow stay in touch for future actions and activities. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Grazie.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.